something in Atlanta just shifted, and the energy around it is too calm for what's actually going on. When the paperwork of a divorce looks smoother than the marriage ever did, that's when you know the real story is happening behind the scenes. One person is landing softly, and the other is moving with precision. You can practically feel the strategy in the air. Welcome back to Official Glam, the place where we put the real in reality TV. I'm Macy May, and today we're getting into a settlement that's almost done, but already raising more questions than the reunion shares ever will. We've got a prenup doing its best, financial decisions that came out of nowhere, and a level of cooperation that almost feels suspicious in its own calmness. Let's talk about what's actually happening here. Kandi Burruss and Todd Tucker are closing in on a final settlement, and insiders say the terms are leaning Todd's direction more than expected. And listen, Kandi had a detailed, serious prenup in place. That thing wasn't optional. It spelled out every line of what was hers. But the settlement we're seeing now, that's where her decisions start speaking louder than the paperwork. When someone with full protection starts saying, all right, let's do it this way instead, that tells you this is no longer about what's fair. It's about what gets this finished with the least amount of irritation. Now let's talk about the part that made everyone stop mid-scroll. Kandi agreed to pay Todd $4,000 a month in child support. She also agreed he can continue living in her Atlanta home until their kids are adults. And yes, this is the home she owned long before this marriage ever had a plot twist. The home with her signature all over it. Todd isn't just co-parenting, he's settling into a lifestyle that clearly works for him. And honestly, if you're him, you take that paperwork and pretend you need a moment just to process it when really you're thinking, well, this turned out nicely. Sources say Kandi is agreeing to all of this simply because she refuses to waste her life in court. She's not about to rearrange her Broadway calendar, her businesses, her filming, or her travel schedule just to argue over logistics. Fighting every detail would cost her more peace than money, and she's not signing up for that. You know she's busy when the judge is probably waiting longer for her availability than her glam team does. When someone is operating at that level, voluntarily adding chaos isn't just inconvenient, it's pointless. The full settlement is expected early next year, and both sides seem committed to keeping things steady for Ace and Blaze. What stands out is how differently they're each landing. Todd is getting stability, support, and long-term housing. Kandi is getting control of her time, her image, and her next chapter, and she's already planning to buy another Atlanta property. She's not stuck. She's clearing the clutter so she can move forward without dragging old arguments from room to room. And the funny thing about settlements is that the final version always reveals the truth people didn't want to say out loud. These last adjustments are where the real intentions slip through. So stay here with me, because the final page of this agreement might explain more about this breakup than the last season ever did. If you want every update the second it happens, hit subscribe so you never miss a beat. Tap like so the algorithm doesn't pretend it didn't see us, and drop your thoughts below, or want to know if you think this arrangement looks balanced, strategic, or just convenient in a way that makes you raise an eyebrow. More updates are coming, and we'll break every one of them down right here on Official Glam.